Welcome to another episode of W to the Fourth, Wendy's Walsh Wanderings and Wisdom. Today we're going to show you the most unique and most amazing amenity of Walsh, the Makerspace. If this is your first time to our channel, Relocating to Fort Worth, Texas, and you want to know everything about living in Fort Worth, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in Fort Worth. The use of the Makerspace is free with HOA dues to Walsh residents on a first-come, first-served basis with no reservation needed for the different machines. There are two halves to the Makerspace. There's the woodshop side and then there's the maker side. The maker side includes 3D printers, Cricut and vinyl machines, laser cutter, and also an area for our littlest makers with a Lego wall and all kinds of crowns and markers and all kinds of other things for them to explore. So how does the Makerspace work? Well, generally you bring your own materials. For the wood shop, you always bring your own wood. There is some provided materials, especially 3D filament for the 3D makers. There's also a small selection of proof grade materials on site for the Glowforge or laser cutter. There's some Cricut materials and self-adhesive vinyl, heat transfer vinyl, and sublimation paper. So is there a cost to using the Makerspace for Walsh residents? No, you're just charged for Makerspace provided materials, and there's a small job cost when you do 3D printing. There's an on-site employee here who will help you with fleshing out an idea and learning to use the tools. And the employees here during working hours, which their current hours are Thursday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. They do also offer classes outside of normal hours. Sometimes a fee might apply for that. So what machines do they have here? On the maker side, they have poly printer 3D printers. There's two of those. They have a Glowforge laser engraver, which can engrave on a variety of materials. They have a heat press, sublimation printer, a 24-inch vinyl printer, a Cricut Maker 3, a Cricut mug press and mini press, soldering station, sewing machine, paper cutter, and laminator. What about on the wood shop side? Over there they have a ShopBot CNC router, a saws top table saw, bandsaw, planer and joiner, a wood lathe, drill press, miter, shop saw, scroll saw, bench sander and grinder, slow speed grinder, and spindle sander. They also have a handful of hand power tools and other small crafting tools. Now note, this is not an extensive list and these machines could change at any time. So now let's take a minute and look at some of the projects that some Walsh residents have made here at the Makerspace. Okay, I hope you enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about the Makerspace here at Walsh. Besides the Makerspace itself, this Makerspace yard also has a lot of uses. We have the community garden behind me. Of course it's winter, so it doesn't show very pretty, but residents can sign up on a first-come, first-served basis for a plot here, and then they provide water and watering cans to use. We also have the fire pits behind us, and we've had a lot of community events down here. We've had community s'mores, we've had karaoke down in this space. They've even rented like an inflatable screen before and shown football games down here. So it's really a good gathering spot. And this part, this kind of more of the yard, which actually has kind of glow-in-the-dark rocks, which are really cool. We had a Makerspace festival when the space first opened, kind of back in 2019. We've also launched mini rockets here. We've had, this was again in 2019, CO2 Grand Prix car races, and the Makerspace made some trophies for that, and actually 2 of my kids won a couple of those trophies, so that was kind of fun. So they have the greenhouse here, and then behind me they're building a new picnic pavilion area. They'll also have string lights going over some of these picnic tables, so that's where you can come if you're wanting to gather maybe a large group of family or friends. This is going to be a nice space for that as well. This reminds me of our wisdom word for the day, which is Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. Remember, whether you're moving in 6 days, 60 days, or 6 months, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All that contact information is down below in the description. Also comment below about what your favorite part of this video has been. So have a great week. See you next time. From your Walsh expert, Wendy Mema, contact me for all your Walsh and Fort Worth real estate needs.